So we'll start in a comfortable seat, and so, you can be in any seat that you want. If you do have a yoga block, you could always sit on that, but you definitely don't have to. Hi. So finding that comfortable seat, allowing the arms to relax. Before we close the eyes and settle in, just take a moment to move your head around. Maybe make some full circles, some half circles. Dropping one ear to one shoulder and the other ear to the other shoulder. And then when you feel like you've gotten maybe some sleep kinks out of the neck, roll the shoulders down the back and let the eyes get heavy or close. Just taking maybe 5 to 10 seconds to really try and drop in. Pick a part of your body to focus your mind on. Just really hone in on how that body part feels. Do you notice any sensations? Are you sore maybe from something else you did earlier this week? And then keep focusing on that body part and start to deepen your breath. See if you can imagine that breath going into that body part. On the inhales, you're breathing all the way down wherever that place is, or up wherever that place is. And on the exhale, if there were maybe some negative sensations that you felt, you're breathing out those negative sensations. Taking your mind away from that body part, bringing it to the space between the eyebrows, the third eye, in yoga commonly known as the source of intuition. It's one of your chakra points. And see if you can really hone in on that space. Notice if anything comes up. Sensations, thoughts. And once again, we'll take that breath, breathing in to that space between the brows and breathing out from that space. And as we're doing this, if your mind is floating off to other things you have to do later, things you did earlier, what you're having for breakfast, it's fine. Let those thoughts be, and then see if you can come back to breathing in and out to that third eye space. Finding that sense of laser focus, even though your eyes are closed. Take another moment to just hone in on this space. You can either make a prayer or just put one hand over the other on that third eye space so that now you have a physical connection between the rest of your body and that space. Maybe your intention for practice and for your day is to keep your mind and your thoughts clear. So if you've noticed negative self-talk, or maybe that there's judgment creeping in when you're online and seeing what's happening in the world with other people, maybe just taking a check today of the thoughts that are coming in, and are they really what you want to be thinking? Is there maybe more judgment than you want? when you're ready to you can release your hands. And we'll take 5 rounds of breath, and I'll let you decide whether that's in through the nose or out through the mouth, or whether that's Ujjayi breath. So 5 breaths, your tempo. Last 3 breaths, see if you can make the inhale just as equally long as the exhale. And then when you're ready to slowly flutter the eyes open. If you'd like to work with the playlist, now's a good time to press play. I linked the playlist in the comments in the True Family group. But we'll start here just moving a little bit. So starting to move your torso in a circle. Like there's a big pot, you're in the pot, and you're the spoon that's stirring whatever is in that pot. And there's no right way to do this. It might feel a little more like, I don't know, interpretive dance or something than yoga, which is fine. We're just trying to move the body. Go the other way. This can be as big and kind of wild as you want it to be, or it can be kind of small and controlled. And the next time that you bring your shoulders over your hips, inhale, puff the chest up, drop the head back. So this is your cow pose in a seat. And then exhale, reverse, really round, cave your shoulders in, tuck your chin. 2 more, inhale for that seated cow. Exhale for that cat. Good, 1 more time, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And then bring yourself back to that standard seat. Pick a side and stretch your bottom arm towards the mat and take your top arm over to that same side. Notice if that opposite butt cheek is off of the ground, really root it. And think about as you root from that place, you lengthen out. You may want to once again move the head a little bit. You may want to move this top arm and get a little bit of mobility going in the shoulder joint. And then using the strength in your waist, lift yourself all the way up and take it to the other side. Slow motion, changing of sides. Once again, notice that the opposite butt cheek has lifted. Maybe adjust your legs. You want to be grounded there, and you're reaching out from the waist. Again, any little movement in the head, the neck, the arm, the shoulder, the wrist. And this is a nice way to check in, 1, with your morning body, and 2, just like how the week has landed. And maybe you're feeling sore in some places and really open in others. Once again, use your strong legs to bring yourself up. And we'll just curl our arms forward. And again, if you need to adjust your legs, do it. Dropping the head, maybe rocking the forehead side to side. And then walk your hands over again to either direction. We're going to do both, so you decide which way you start. Chest is still facing the floor, but maybe you reach your fingers farther out. You let your head relax. And then coming to the other side. Again, you chose the first side, you choose the second side. And coming on back to center. Lifting yourself up. And we'll come to stand on the knees, and if you need to pad your knees, go for it. You can roll up your mat a little bit. And we'll extend that right leg out, foot flat, side bending towards that right leg. And then exhale, we'll reverse, bringing that left hand to the floor, lifting the right leg. So it's like a side plank. 1 more time, inhale, gate pose is what this is called, stretching to the straight leg. And then exhale, that modified side plank. We'll stay here. Bend that top knee, grab a hold of the foot or the shin, and pull the foot close to the butt. You should feel a nice quad stretch here. We're going to be doing some dancer's pose today, so just want to make sure that our quads and hip flexors feel really open and long. Take 1 more breath here. And then slowly release. Come to tabletop facing the top of your mat. And I won't forget about the other side, I promise. And we'll stir that pot, just like we did seated. We'll do on our knees, those big circles. And if you want to make this different movement, go for it. Making sure to switch directions, and this could be a fast circle, it could be a slow circle. Coming back to neutral tabletop, take a moment to just tap the tops of your feet on the floor, and it's fine to make noise. And then stop that and start to just lift the hands off the mat, like you're clawing the mat, warming up the fingers and the wrists. And then making a fist so that your knuckles touch. Inhale to bend your elbows really, really wide. Exhale to push and straighten your arms. So if, like me, you've been typing maybe more than usual these past few weeks, should feel like a really good stretch for your forearms. Last time here. Good, and then coming back to tabletop, one round of cow cat. Drop the belly, pull the heart through. Really think about pulling the heart through the shoulders, lifting the gaze. Stay here for a moment. And then exhale, rounding. Can you push your shins and hands into the mat even more? Pause, stretching the back of the neck. And then come into little tabletop. We'll swing back to the long side of the mat. Stretch that left leg out, standing on that right knee. Inhale, gate pose, reaching towards that extended leg. And then exhale, modified side plank. Right hand down, left leg lifts. One more time. Inhale, stretching long. Exhale, we'll stay in that mod side plank. Bending that top knee. Again, whatever you can grab from the shin to the foot is fine. Pull the heel close to the butt cheek and make sure that that knee is directly in line with your hip. Opening up the front of the thigh. One more breath here. And then we'll release this out and come into down dog. Finding that inverted V shape, pedaling out the knees, doing what you need to do here. And as always, if you prefer to be still in this down dog, this first down dog, go for it. Find that stillness, find that rooting in the hands and the feet and that lift in the hips. And if you're moving, there are no rules. You can move however you want. So feel free to just let your body and that kind of intuition work its magic. You've got one more breath here. And then we'll walk ourselves to the top of the mat. Inhale, lift the heels. And then see if you can walk heel toe, heel toe. It's harder than it seems. And when you get all the way to the top of the mat, grab that water bottle or that block, place it in front of you, hands or fingertips on that object, and use it to half lift. Use it for a little support. Your knees can be bent if you need to. They can be straight. But start to feel that your belly, instead of kind of just relaxing down, starting to pull in and up. Your ribs are starting to knit in. This feels a little more active than maybe it looks. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, forward fold. Release the hands from the object. Let the head get heavy. One more time. Inhale, half lift. Find the energy. Push through the feet, push through the hands, lengthen through the spine. And then let it go. You can move that object a little more forward. Bend the knees. Let the arms and head just hang. Real, real heavy. Roll it all the way up. When you get to the top, reach up, look up. Little back bend, push things forward, let the palms touch, and then bring the hands to prayer at the chest. Inhale, reach up, look up. Again, little back bend. Support the shape with your core and your legs. And then exhale, fold all the way over. Inhale, half lift. This time, hands on the shins. Exhale, hands to the mat, step the left foot back. Runner's lunge, start to find those shifting movements forward and back. And we'll turn this into a twist. So quiet the shifting, left hand stays where it is, right arm peels up. And just take a moment here to open a little wider. So your right arm goes past vertical. And then exhale, bring the right hand to the mat, lower the left knee. Andrea, so let's keep the back toes tucked today. Reach up, look up. On the inhale, pull this back hip over the knee so it feels like a different stretch. And then exhale, drop the hips forward. One more time. Inhale, pull the hips back. Think more vertical than diagonal. And then exhale, take it into that diagonal. From here, back toes are tucked. Slowly push up, high lunge. Remember that in these balances, a lot of the balance happens with the focus of the mind and the eyes. So focusing on something in front of you that isn't moving. Take one more breath here. And then step to the top of the mat. Ragdoll, grab up with the elbows, bend the knees. Again, this doesn't have to be specific types of movement. It's just you're moving how you feel like moving. On the next inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, let the body hang, and slowly roll up, just like we did for the other side. When you get all the way to the top, reach up, look up, baby back, palms touch, hips switch forward. Hands come to prayer, Anjali Mudra at the chest. Inhale, reach up, look up. Push the hips forward, use the strength in the legs. Exhale, folding over. Nice and slow, nice and juicy. Inhale, half lift. Hands on the shins. Then bring the hands to the mat, step the right foot back. Runner's lunge, that little shift. So runner's lunge, low lunge, high lunge, they're slightly different. Runner's lunge, we have the back knee up, but the hands are down. Let's take it to that easy twist. Right hand down, left arm up. Low lunge, we have the back knee down and hands have a variety of options. And then high lunge, back knee is up and hands are off the mat. Bring that left hand down. Drop the right knee. Low lunge, Anjanasana, reach up, look up. Again, we'll inhale to just shift the weight back. Again, different sensation in the stretch. Exhale to take the hips forward. We'll feel more of the stretch in the back hip. One more time. Inhale, pull the hips back. Exhale, take the hips forward. If the back toes aren't tucked, tuck them now, and we'll push up steady and strong into high lunge. Taking a moment here, can you push that right heel farther back? You might even wiggle the foot farther back in space. Hands to the mat, step that back foot forward. One more ragdoll. Grab those elbows, shake it out, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. This time, root to rise, stand all the way up. Reach up, look up. Palms touch, hands to heart center. We'll come into 3 sun salutation 8. Still warming the body up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands on the shins, inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step to plank. First vinyasa, super duper slow. We'll pause and plank for 3 breaths. Starting to steady the pose. Your grounding points today here in the shape are your hands and your feet. Really using those hands. Flat palms, middle fingers forward. One more breath here. And then inhale, shift your body weight forward. Drop the knees if you need to. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. We'll stay for 3 breaths. Remember chaturanga, you want your elbows close to your body, and you want your shoulders no lower than your elbows. Belly is strong, legs are helping. One more breath. And then lower to the mat. Inhale, we'll all take cobra. Hands by the ribs, tops of the feet pressing down. Inhale, lift up. 3 breaths in cobra. Like chaturanga, you want your elbows close to your body. You're pushing the tops of the legs and the feet down, down, down. One more breath here. Then we'll meet in down dog. Tucking the toes, lifting the knees and hips. 3 breaths in down dog. Again, this could be a mobile down dog or a really still, strong down dog. Feeling that sense of length from the hips down to the head, down to the fingers. One more breath here. And then zip the legs together. Inhale, lift the heels high, look forward. You can step or hop to the top of the mat. You decide. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, root to rise, reach up, look up. Add that back foot at the top if you want. Palms touch, Anjali Mudra at the chest. Round 2, inhale, reach it up. We'll go breath to movement this time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Find your plank. Inhale, shift forward, your choice. Exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Zip the legs together, lift the heels high, bend the knees, look forward. Again, your way to come to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Push through the feet, lengthen the back, stand up. Hands to prayer, pause briefly. Last round, inhale, sweep it up. Exhale. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, find your plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga or knees. Inhale, cobra up top. Exhale, down dog.
Taking 3 breaths again in down dog or child's pose, or like me if you feel like you need to take off some layers and get some water. Use this time how you want to use it. All right, yogis, if like me you came out of down dog, come back into down dog. Zip those legs together. Inhale, lift the heels high, bend the knees. Step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose right away. Traditional chair, in that our arms are by our ears. We're sitting back. Watch that you don't really dump into your low back. So if you're feeling pain there, if you think about just tucking your tailbone ever so slightly and activating the belly a little more, it does help. From here, we'll bend the elbows out really wide. I'll turn to face this way. Focus on the ground, lift your heels. Keep your heels up and start to stretch your arms behind you. And then drop your heels and restart. We'll do that one more time. Bend your elbows first. Pull the elbows out and down. Feel your upper back, shoulder blade area turn on. Weight lifts, heels come off the ground. Find your steady focus, arms reach back. And then standing back, then reach up, look up. Exhale, fold all the way over your legs. Inhale, half lift. Go to that vinyasa. And as you know, you can skip your vinyasas if you start to feel like it's a little too much this morning. Maybe do every other one. Or modify the sequence of the vinyasa. Right leg lifts. This time we'll bend the knee, open the hip. We'll take this 2 ways. First, start to look under the right armpit, almost like you're turning the whole right side of your body up to the ceiling. Now keep the hip open like it is, but square your chest to the ground. So drop that right armpit until it faces the ground. Different sensation. One more breath here. And then step that right foot all the way through. High lunge. Reach up, look up. Bend the elbows wide like you did in chair. Lift the heart this time though, so finding a back bend here. And then head forward, arms reach back, power lunge. Same arms we just did in chair as well. See if you can keep these arms reaching back. Slowly slide your body weight forward. And then push down the right foot and lift that left leg up. Warrior 3, deep breath in. Deep breath out. And that object in front of you is still there, so if you need to tap it for balance, go for it. Bend that right knee, step the left foot back. Reach up, look up. Simple twist. Left arm swings forward, right arm back. So we're twisting towards the front leg. One more breath here. Can you open that right arm back, back, back? And then easy twist. We've been here before. Left hand down, right arm up. This time a little bit different. We'll start to wiggle the right foot to the edge of the mat. Open to the pinky side of that foot, and then also open to the pinky side of the back foot. We won't drop the hips today. We'll just stay here and breathe, feeling that stretch in the outer hip. Yikes, even one more breath. And then coming on back around, right knee to the mat, right leg towards the ceiling. Step to down dog, either stay here or flow. Steady in your breath, whatever you're doing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. First version here of this 3-legged dog, we're going to start to open the whole left side of the body to the ceiling. So it feels a little like a twist. Now keep the leg where it is, untwist the torso. So start to square off. Chest faces the ground, left armpit faces the ground. From here, step that left foot forward, high crescent lunge. Reaching up high. Bend the elbows wide, lift the heart. Find that back bend, squeeze the shoulder blades towards each other. And then let that go, diagonal the body, power lunge. When you're ready to, shift the weight forward a little bit, push down on the left foot, and think about lifting the right leg up, just directly vertically. Always knowing you have the support of your block or your water bottle. One more breath here. Bend the left knee, step the right foot back, crescent lunge. Archer's lunge, right arm forward, pull the left hip back, pull the left arm back. So you're in this really wide open twist. If your hips got higher here, drop them back. We're still in a lunge. One more breath. Easy twist. Right hand finds the mat, left arm to the ceiling. Taking this into an open hip, wiggle the left foot to the edge of the mat, come to the pinky side. Also drop to the pinky side of the back foot, and just staying here. Hips are elevated, belly is strong. We're feeling that really deep stretch in that outer left hip and thigh. One more breath. And then bring that left hand down. Bring that left leg up to the ceiling. Down dog or vinyasa. You get to decide what works best. And taking 3 breaths again. You could be in a yoga pose. You could be in some other shape. Again, up to you. And if while you're doing your physical yoga practice, your asana practice, it's hard for you to come back to your intention, these little pauses are a great time to come back to that intention, to focus that mind. Okay. Round 2, we'll build on what we just did. Like we sometimes do when we do that, we'll take those poses we've already done breath to movement, so a little faster. And then anything new, we'll keep it slow and steady. So find your down dog. Zip your legs together, lift your heels high, bend your knees, step and float. Inhale, half. Exhale, fold. Brief moment for chair, sit low, reach high. And then give yourself a moment to stand tall. Add the back bend if you want. Palms touch, thumbs to the sternum. Chair pose, sit low, reach high. Bend the elbows wide, lift the heels. Stretch the arms back, and then lower the heels. One more time, we'll take it a little deeper. Bend the elbows, lift the heels, straighten the arms back. Now, try to bring your hands together. It might just be that your fingers touch. It might be that your whole palms touch. Sit a little bit deeper, and then drop the heels half chair, belly on the thighs, hips go way back. This should feel like a nice chest stretch. One more breath here. And then release forward fold. Inhale, half lift, vinyasa or straight to dog. Up to you. And not just going through the motions if you're doing the vinyasa, really connecting the breath to each pose. Right leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip, turn the whole right side of the body up, and then keep the leg but square the torso. Step the right foot through, crescent lunge, inhale. Bend the elbows, lift the heart. Head forward, arms back. Power lunge turns quickly into warrior 3. Breath in. Breath out, high lunge. Archer's lunge, left arm forward, right arm back. Exhale, easy twist. Wiggle the feet out to the sides of the mat, come to the pinky side of the foot. Inhale to open up. And then exhale, side plank. You're already there. You just need to step your right foot back. You can nod, left knee down, no big deal. 2 more breaths here, and maybe you start to activate that top leg in a different shape. And then we'll all meet stepping that right foot forward, dropping the left heel, warrior 2, opening it up. 3 breaths in warrior 2, just to settle it. Right knee over ankle, toes forward, back heel down. Take a moment to relax the shoulders, maybe do a little wave in the arms, and then settle it. Keeping the legs the same, inhale, reverse your warrior, reach back, reach back, reach back. 1 more breath here. Can you bend the right knee more forward? And then straighten the right leg, reverse triangle. So the waist is still getting that delicious stretch. Legs are now extended. And then side angle, rebend the right knee, reach that left arm up and over. Spin the chest towards the ceiling. Keep pushing into that back foot. So the back quad feels engaged, the back glutes feel engaged. And now keep everything the same, just straighten the front leg. Maybe your arms lengthen out, maybe your waist lowers, but keep the length from the hip to the armpit. 1 more breath here. And then coming up, star pose. Both toes face the
sides of the mat, lifting the heart, and then exhale, goddess squat, opening out through those hips. Again, inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. One more time, inhale, star. Exhale, goddess. Bring the hands to the front of the mat. Lower that back knee. Sweep the right arm up and back, bend the left knee. You could reach for the foot. If you find it, great. If you don't, also great. Think about dropping the hips down. And you're not directly on your left kneecap, you're on the knee above it. One more breath here. And then slowly, slowly release the leg and the foot. Step to plank, move through that flow. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Big breath out through the mouth. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Start with that pivoting of the whole torso up. And then exhale, square the torso off. Step the left foot forward, high crescent lunge. Bend the elbows, lift the chest, little back bend. Diagonal the body, head forward, arms back. Power lunge, turn right into warrior three. You have your object, use it if you need to. Step the right foot back, reach up, look up. Archer's lunge, right arm forward, left arm back. Keep the legs, tap the right hand down, and then bring your body onto the pinky sides of both feet, opening up for a moment. And then just step that left foot back into side plank. Remember, you can modify, you can add on. Take one more breath here. And then step that left foot forward, drop the right heel, big, wide, warrior two. Again, you've got 3 breaths here, so shake out your upper body if you need to. Wiggle the hips a little bit if you need to. And then settle into the depth in the lower body, the length of the upper body, and the stretch between both arms and both legs. Keeping the legs, inhale, reverse your warrior. As you reach your waist back, your left knee still drives forward. Take one more breath here. And then just gradually straighten the left leg, pushing into the ground to lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then rebound the left knee side angle, opening the chest forward and then up. Think about your back foot here. Turn on the back leg, squeeze the glutes. Everything stays the same. You just gradually straighten that front leg. Arms come into more of a stacking. Take one more breath here. And then bring both hands to the front of the mat. Drop that back knee. Low lunge as a quad stretch. Left arm reaches back. Bend the right knee. Again, it's fine to just pull the foot in and reach the arm back. You don't actually have to grab the two. And it helps to have the hips not back here, but hips down and forward. One more breath. Alright, slowly come on out of it. Take it to your flow. Move through. And when you return to down dog, if you did your vinyasa, once again, you're in that 3 breath state where you get to take the time for yourself. And maybe you're feeling playful and you want to work on a handstand or an arm balance. Maybe you're feeling like you need to just be steady and grounded, and down dog provides that. Take one more breath here. All right. Building on one more time to that same flow. Again, things you've already done will move pretty quickly, breath to movement, and new things will pause. Find your down dog if you're not already there. Shake it out if you need to. Zip the legs together. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, step or half it. Inhale, half it. Exhale, fold. Breathe forward in chair, so low, reach high.
And then stand all the way up. The back bend might feel nice to stretch the front of the legs. Hands to prayer. Take a moment. Chair pose last time. Sit low, reach high. Bend the elbows wide, lift the heels, and then swing the arms back. Maybe you find that interlace. See this time if you can keep the heels up, half chair. Breath in, breath out. From here, sneaky little crow. You're going to take the hands to the mat or to the floor in front of you. Palms are flat. Bend your elbows like chaturanga, and if you're new to this pose, take the knees outside of the upper arms, but you want to connect the inner knee to the outer arm, inner knee to the outer arm. From here, you're going to round your back. So think cat pose, but look forward. Tip your weight forward. You don't have to do anything else besides this. This gives you the action you need. Strong arms, strong belly, focused eyes. If you want to add the feet, lift one foot. It helps to point the foot up towards the groin. See how that feels, and then maybe tip the weight a little more forward and lift the other leg. We have one more breath here. And then we'll all meet in the last squat. Toes out, heels in, hips low. Shake it out if you need to. All right, yogis, parallel the feet for a moment, fold forward, give it a really great shake out. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, go for your flow. Right leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip, twist the torso up, and then square the torso down. Step the right foot through crescent lunge. Bend the elbows right away, lift the heart. Power lunge, find the diagonal. Maybe this time interlace the fingers. Warrior 3. Bend the right knee, step the left foot back. Archer's lunge, twist to the right. Keep the legs, tap the left hand down. Start to open out to side plank right away. Breath in, maybe make it different. Breath out. Step the right foot forward, drop the left heel, warrior 2. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Keep the upper body straight in the right leg. Rebend the right knee, reach forward, side angle. And then straighten the right leg, triangle pose. Lifting yourself all the way up. Star pose, toes out, heels in. Exhale, goddess squat. Just one more, inhale, star pose. Exhale, goddess squat. Rotate yourself to the front of the mat. Bend that left knee to the mat. Keep the right arm back. Quad stretch one more time. And then adding on some balances here. Slowly unravel. Take the weight into the right leg. Lift the left knee and start to slide forward. So it's a bit of a supported warrior 3. When you feel like your leg, your top leg, your left leg is set, bring your hands to prayer. And then lift yourself all the way up, one-legged mountain. That place where the right leg is straight, the left leg is bent, arms are up. From here, eagle pose. Stack the left leg over the right. You might tap a foot on the mat or not. Open the arms wide. Take the left elbow underneath the right. Maybe you just hold your shoulders today. Maybe the hands or the palms connect. And before we fold forward, squeeze the thighs closer together and lift the elbows as high as you can. And then keep the elbows high and start to fold. And you can round your back here if you want. Notice if your knees are poking off to the right or the left. We really want them straight forward. So we're pushing down, top thigh and bottom thigh, and we're squeezing the knees into the center line. One more breath here. And then slowly unravel one-legged mountain. Left thigh connects with the right thigh. Reach your right arm back, or excuse me, your left arm back for your left outer ankle, or your left shin. Take a moment before you do anything else. Just stand tall, thighs together, left foot flexed. You can stay here. This might be your dancer's pose today, or you might start to kick the leg back. Before you reach your torso forward, try to kick the leg back without the knee So knee is still facing the ground, and then from here, maybe you add a reach out and down with the right arm and torso. 2 more breaths here. Slowly come up, 2 feet to the ground, standing back bend, lift the heart, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Plant the palms, go through that flow again. Always fine to skip it if you're not feeling it this late in class. One more side here. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip, turn the torso to the left, and then square the torso off. Left foot forward, chest up, crescent lunge. Then the elbows lift the heart. Head forward, arms back, maybe the hands connect. Warrior 3, slide it forward. Back to crescent, soft landing. Archer's twist, archer's lunge, left arm back, right arm forward. Keep the legs, tap the right hand down. Open out to side plank right away. We'll skip that lunge stretch. Step the left foot forward. Drop the right heel, big warrior 2. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, reverse your triangle, straighten your leg. Inhale, side angle, bend the left knee. Exhale, triangle, straighten the left leg. On this side, you go right into that lunge, hands to the mat, drop the back knee, stretch the back quad, stretch the shoulder. One more breath here. And then let it go. Tucking the back toe, lifting the back knee. Slide the torso and hands a little forward so you can push off of the legs and into warrior 3. Once you feel like you have this pretty well, hands to prayer, and then roll it up, one-legged mountain. Left leg is straight for a moment, right leg is then standing tall on your torso. The only change we'll make here is to bend the bottom knee and then stack the top thigh over the bottom. That foot, that right foot can touch or come off. And then find your eagle arms right under left. Hands or shoulders are touching. Lift the elbows up. Squeeze the thighs, sit lower, and then start to fold. And take a quick peek at your knees. If they're off to the sides, move them forward. Really find that sense of compression in the legs and in the arms. A tight ball, your body is in. One more breath. And then slowly unravel the arms and the legs, one-legged mountain. Setting up for dancer, right thigh next to the left. Right arm reaches for the outside of the right ankle or shin. Don't do anything else just yet. Stand tall, get your thighs together. Before you lean forward, kick that right foot back. And your knee is not opening up, so keep that knee in that same parallel line. Then if you want, you tilt out and forward. And if you're asking yourself, can I bend my bottom knee? Yes, you can. If that helps to support the balance. One more breath here. And then let it go. Gently, slowly step to the top of the mat. Back, lift the heart, push through the feet. Exhale, fold. Last vinyasa of class. So really making it count with that breath. Taking a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, HA. One more time, lion's breath. No one can see you. Lion's breath is inhale, you squinch your face. And on the exhale, you open your eyes and you stick out your tongue. It's supposed to be like a lion. Deep breath in. Lion's breath. And drop to your knees, child's pose. Knees can go wide. You might want to flip your palms up to give your shoulders a little more relaxation. Some of you may want to even just bring your arms back by your legs to relax even more into the shoulders. You have 3 breaths here.
So 3 breaths to settle in. All right. We'll walk ourselves on up. Taking your weight into either hip, it doesn't really matter which hip. And we'll take a seated figure 4 today. Seated figure 4 instead of half pigeon. Left foot will stay down, right foot will cross over the left thigh. Hands will come behind you. And if this is a lot of pressure on your wrist, you can come onto your fingertips instead or onto your fist. If your foot and your butt are really far apart, the stretch is less intense. So if you need more, I suggest that you just scooch your butt closer to your bottom foot. And then you're welcome to move this shape, this figure 4 shape, just exploring that right hip. And then settling into stillness when you're ready. Your right foot is extremely flexed and it's hanging off of the left thigh. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Again, inhale. Exhale. Slowly start, if your hips and heel are close, to scooch back. And we'll straighten that left leg all the way out. 2 choices. You can keep this right foot locked over the left thigh, but I might suggest just pulling it a little bit higher on the leg. If that is uncomfortable, if that's too much bone on bone, you can come into tree pose instead. So you decide what feels better. And then we'll fold over this leg. And this is where your towel or your yoga strap could come in handy to deepen your fold. You could wrap that object around your left foot, bend your elbows, and start to fold forward. So now you don't have to worry about holding your foot so much. The strap gives you that little extra bit of length and leverage. 3 breaths here. Can you drop in a little bit more? And slowly come on up. Release the strap. Take that right foot that's been over the left leg or inside of it onto the mat. We'll take a simple seated twist. So sit up as tall as you can, like there's a wall behind you or a chair back behind you. Twisting towards that bent knee. You can hug with the opposite arm, or if you want a deeper twist, take the opposite elbow outside of the knee. Right hand is your anchor hand behind you. And 3 breaths in this twist. And slowly unravel, shake the legs out. And we'll take all of those poses on the other side. Plant the right foot, take the left foot over the right thigh. Coming into that seated figure 4. Again, if the wrists feel too much pressure with flat hands, fingertips or fists are nice. And if you're not feeling the stretch in the shape you're in, try scooching the hips and the heel closer together. And maybe that little action of moving side to side or front to back gives you that deeper stretch. And when you've found stillness, you can let the eyelids close. Tap into that long, deep breath. Alright, yogis, from here, if you came close to your foot, slide back, extend that right leg. If you want to keep the foot in this shape, just pull it a little bit higher on the leg, or bring it into that tree pose shape. Strap up the right foot if you want, towel up the right foot if you want, and we'll inhale to lengthen the spine and exhale to forward fold. And the more that you can sink into the breath instead of kind of constricting the airflow, the easier this will feel. And you'll still probably feel sensations that are intense, but you're not fighting yourself to drop in. One more breath here. And we'll slowly come out, taking that seated twist. Left foot just comes to the floor. We twist to the left. You hug the knee or take the elbow outside. Your left hand is your anchor hand. 3 breaths. Exhale, slowly unravel. Shake those legs out, and we'll come onto our backs. Finding our bridge pose or our wheel. If you have wheel in your practice, go ahead and set your hands by your head. Everybody's going to bring those feet pretty close to the hips, knees up. Imagine that your yoga block stays between your knees, and if you have a block, you might even want to put it between your knees. Bridges, arms by the sides, and just one round for 6 breaths. Inhale, peel your hips up. Thinking about that opening in the front of the hips and the thighs, you're trying to push your knees away from your hips, not out to the sides, but just directly in that same line. Grounding through the big toe side of each foot. One more breath here. And slowly lower down. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a few little rocks on your spine. And then before Shavasana, we'll end with a bit of energy, a little bit of core work. Lift the legs over the hips. Push out through the heels, flex the feet. Take the arms either by the side or in that diamond shape under the butt. And we'll inhale to lower the legs halfway down. Staying for 3 breaths. Firm up the belly. Press the lower back into the mat. Lift your legs back up. One more time. You can go halfway or lower. Lower will feel more challenging. Keep your back connected to the ground. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And let your legs come all the way down. Open your arms out to the side. Let your body relax. Heavy through the eyelids. And maybe you want to bring one hand to the belly and one hand to the heart to take kind of a final moment to connect. Breath and heartbeat. And letting yourself completely and fully surrender here. Deep breath in through your nose. Open the mouth, let it go. From that exhale, start to move again. You might want to keep it small and gradually let the movements get bigger and bigger. If you want to stretch your body long, that might feel nice. That good morning stretch, since we didn't wake up that long ago, hopefully arms by the head, legs and toes stretching forward. And then rolling into your fetal position on either side. And as always, this is that transition pose from this hour that we had on the mat together, really focused and breathing with an intention. And do you want to carry that same intention of kind of just watching your thoughts today and being a bit of a gatekeeper for any negative self-talk or any just really judgmental thoughts about others in the world? Maybe there's a whole new intention that you need, and you set it there. All right, bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. As always, you can sit however you want. And we'll end today with just one more breath together. Hands can be resting on the legs or in that Anjali Mudra. Maybe a slight bow, a slight tuck of the chin, heavy eyelids. Deep breath in, full breath out. The light and teacher in me sees and honors the light and teacher in all of you, even though we can't physically see each other. I know you're there.